What's up, y'all? Welcome to Wealth and Wonders podcast, episode number 7. It's your boy, Coach Prince, over here with Elijah V. You already know where to find him. I'm dropping Instagram handles here in the description. Today, we're going to talk about environment is everything. You know, when you run a successful business or you just want a successful life, you know, you have to make sure that you surround yourself with the right people, the right things to make sure that that speeds up the process, right? Um, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So, environment is everything, and just like I stated, right? It's not just the people, the things you're around. Everyone's like, "Hey, what the hell is environment? What do you mean by environment?" You know. So basically, it's just like I said, surrounding yourself with the right people, the people that are trying to level up, and also doing the things right that require you to level up. So like music, reading books, all that stuff. So um, and that's one thing that I've been really been getting into. Just the last 4 years, been changing up the people I surround myself with. Because one thing I realize is like you are who you hang around, right? You are the sum of the 5 people that you hang around. So if you hang around with 5 broke dudes, you're gonna be the 6 broke dude. So on and therefore. Like birds of a feather flock together. So you got to make sure you're surrounding yourself with people that have what you want or are trying to get the same thing that you want, that are working toward a common goal. Because if not, you're gonna end up at the bottom just like them, right? So don't surround yourself with losers. But yeah, man. I want to talk about a story too. I mean, I'll let you tell your story too. But um, I've done a lot of shit. I've been on Earth for fucking 29 years, right? I've been on Earth for a long time. I've been black a long time, right? And one thing, right, that I realized was I wasn't getting the success that I wanted because of the people that was around me. Right? I wasn't getting the success I wanted because my friends, they like to smoke, they like to drink, and I always had goals for myself, but I felt it was difficult for me to reach them because of the people I surround myself with. Because I didn't know that, and it sounds crazy, but you know, brother of feather flock together. It's true because whatever your friends are doing, the habits they display, you're gonna adopt those same habits the more that you hang out with them. You're gonna get influenced by the same things that that they do if you hang out with them long enough, right? You're basically gonna be the same person, right? Don't you ever got that before? Like when you hang out with somebody so long and they're like, "Are y'all brother? Y'all related?" You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you act the
Yeah,
same, you think the same. Yeah.
it's kind of like y'all act the same. You got the same fucking haircut. You know what I mean? And you got similar. You move a similar way. You talk a similar way,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what happens when you around low level people, right? Low level people, you're gonna be low level yourself too. So you gotta do your best to surround yourself with people that are trying to elevate. Because if not, you're gonna slow down and hinder your own growth. And like I said, I did a lot of shit. I used to party all the time. I used to fucking. And I had a 9 to 5, did all that stuff. I worked at a furniture store, and I had friends over there at the store that we would work Monday through Friday, and then weekends we go blow it, go to the strip club, go drink, go party, do all this shit, and that's all we did every week, and for the whole like 3 4 years of me knowing them, that's all we did, just work Monday through Friday, and fucking just drink on the weekends, go party, go chase some pussy on the weekends, right? But the thing was, it's like I knew I wanted more. Right? I knew I wanted more, but at the same time, I couldn't just ditch these guys for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you ditch them, people, it's like, oh, you fucked up, you a shitty friend, and you don't hang out with us no more. You think you're too good to hang out with us? I'm like, yeah, I actually do. You know,
Yeah.
I actually do. In my mind, that's what I'm thinking. But at the same time, like I couldn't hang out with them because it was like, fuck, man. It's like they almost like peer pressuring me to do shit, and it's just like I felt kind of guilty, just not hanging out with them no more, or trying to do my own thing. Um, but bro, like once I really realized that birds of a feather flock together, bro, that's when everything changed. I wasn't happy where I was at, because I kept hanging out with them. I couldn't, you know what I mean? I couldn't level up, and I did not know why. I was just confused, like what the fuck? Like I want better, but how come I'm not getting this shit? And I really look at it, and I'm like, damn, bro, it's really the people I'm hanging out with. So I started hanging out with them less, little by little, little by little, just doing my own thing and working out a little bit more, getting serious about my nutrition, getting serious about, my goals, like as far as finances go, and you know, and eventually I started seeing like, man, these guys were a problem. You know what I mean? Because every time I hung out with these guys, it would be like, hey man, can I get $50? And can you spot me on this? I was spotting them every fucking time. I spotted them every fucking where we went. I was spotting them, and then, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I left, I'm like, bro, like I saved so much money not hanging out with one of my old friends. I saved, you know, and I also added more years onto my life because I'm not drinking and partying and wasting time fucking chasing pussy every week. You know, so because ain't no telling, bro. If I would have kept doing the same things that they were doing, bro, I probably would have been fucking had 3 baby mamas just like them. You know, and that's what happens, bro. Because like I said, if you continue to hang out with those certain people, bro, you're gonna adopt those same habits. So birds of a feather does fight. They fight together. It's a true saying, bro. So once I left them, bro, it I just seen great progress. And like I said, I mean, if they watching this shit, hope they doing well. You know, but some of them, bro, they don't live the way that I would like to live, that I'm living now. You know, so just seeing that, bro, that told me that, hey, you know, they were slowing me down. The wrong people in your circle can really slow you down, bro. So that's one big part of changing your environment, bro. Just changing the circle of people that you hang with. You know, they can make a whole big difference in your life. If they don't have what you want, don't hang out with them. If they're not working on themselves or trying to improve, trying to level up, don't hang out with them, man. You know, well, how about you? You know, like I said, I know, like I said, you're young, but you've been through stuff too, right? You had to cut out certain people in your life too to get to where you are. Like,
in my experience, there's been a lot of times where I did have to stop hanging out with certain people. I think in the beginning when I first wanted to get into like real estate and business and everything else, and I didn't want to work a job anymore. It's interesting because when I was first going through all that, I look at my circle who I was around with. There was no support. There was no support. They didn't think like me. They didn't think like starting a business. They didn't think about investing. They didn't think about getting into real estate. They didn't think about any of those thoughts. They just wanted to work a job, just go out all the time. I'm like, well, there's a different route we could go. So for a second there, I kind of thought I was thinking a little bit crazy, you know? I was thinking different. And so, because I'm like, man, why am I the only one thinking like this? Why don't y'all see this?
You acting weird, bro. Why you want to level up?
You're changing on us.
You're really trying to want better for yourself? Bro? You're not a real friend.
They take it offensively, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you think you're better, huh? It's like, no, man, look, I'm trying to show you. I'm telling you about this.
Yeah.
Look at this. There's a different route we could go. And, you know, and sometimes they're close friends, you know, and you want to help them. But at the same time, it's like, you got to think about it. It's like, okay, well, do they want this for themselves? Okay, well, not. Then, okay, well, I want this. And not everybody sees the vision. And that's what I was going through. I went through a lot of where they didn't see the vision. I saw it. And so I had to separate. I had no choice but to separate myself because they were taking a lot of time away when I need to put that time towards my goals and what I wanted to accomplish. And so, and for me, it's funny because there was a lot of times I spent alone because I didn't have any of those new friends who thought like me, who wanted to get into real estate, who wanted to get into investing, who didn't want to work a regular job. So I was trying to figure everything out. And, but creating that separation helped me get a huge advantage because I didn't have those bad habits that I used to have. I wasn't hanging around and doing the same old thing over and over and over. I wasn't thinking the same. So it helped me kind of separate myself and put me on this new path, being an entrepreneur.
Hell yeah, bro. And like real talk, bro, like I don't know if it was a saying or not, but I'm gonna make it up. But it's like the wrong friends can be like an anchor. You know what I'm saying? It can be like an anchor, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, just holding you back from progress. Because like, bro, like you hang out with low level people. Remember I say birds of a feather fly together. If you over here on level fucking 100 and they on level 20, you know what I mean? Like eventually you're gonna fucking start losing level. You're gonna start getting closer down, getting lower to their level. You know what I mean? You're gonna start dropping down with them. They're gonna start bringing you down. But rarely, you know, you get people that want to do better. You know, you rarely, every now and then, you get some friends that, you know, hey, I want to level up. Know what? I fuck with what you're saying, bro. I want better for my life too, and start making a change. How many friends, how many people do you know? You know what I'm saying? In your close circle, is it like none, or was it just like a couple? Was it like a few
back
people?
Then, that were.
Yeah. How many friends did you have back then that, that are like working on themselves, like out of your circle?
Back then, I mean, that's a good question because I could answer in a couple ways. I mean, everybody wants to get better.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to improve themselves.
Yeah.
But who's doing it? Who's willing to take the action?
Exactly.
You know, my friends, they wanted more too.
Yeah.
But they weren't doing nothing about it.
Everybody wants more. Yeah.
And they had a different mindset. Everybody wants it.
Yeah, yeah.
But who's willing to do what it takes?
Yeah.
You know, and so that's the separator.
Okay, well, my question is, then who is doing this shit? Like, who is actually taking action and improving themselves?
Jeez.
You know what I mean? Or you don't even, or they're just like gone.
It was just me.
It
was just me, man.
That's how I usually go. Yeah.
It was just me.
Yeah. Every now and then you get some friends that are like, oh no, shit, I'm leveling up, and some people, they really get it. You know what I mean?
And I did have friends that were on that same mindset, right?
Yeah.
But they were doing their own thing. You know,
Exactly,
they had their own thing going on. It wasn't like a close circle where I was spending a lot of time with them.
Yeah.
Once who I was spending a lot of time with, I was the only one really moving towards new goals, new way of thinking, just this mindset growth. The other ones were like, yeah, I know what you're saying. I want that too. But okay, well, let's do it then.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take the steps.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, it's right here. You want it.
Yeah.
But they're like, nah, man, I'm too tired. Or they're too lazy. They didn't want to do it.
Yeah. Because, bro, I feel like, like, you know, look, we all started at 9 to 5, bro.
Yeah.
It's not really like, the 9 to 5 is cool. It's a stepping stone. But the 5 to 9, that's where you really make the difference right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people don't want to sacrifice that shit because they're too tired from their job.
Yeah.
They're too tired from their job, so they use that 5 to 9 to fucking chill when they could be using that to work on their future.
That's very true.
You know?
Yeah.
So a lot of people, they don't realize that shit, bro. It's just like, and that's really, I feel like that's the case for most of my friends in the beginning. Because like I said, everyone wants to do better. Oh, I want the fucking nice house. I want the nice car. Everyone says that shit. Everyone has dreams.
Who's doing it, right?
Who's taking actions? You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers. Like, motherfuckers out here just sleepwalking, bro.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? They fucking, like, bro, you can easily get this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Well, not really easy, but it takes time, but they don't want to do that shit, bro.
I like what you said about the 5 to 9 because, and that's like with somebody who's working a job, right?
Yeah,
I remember after school, man, I was working a couple of jobs, Olive Garden, the country club, and man, I was just nonstop working, just trying to pay bills. But the hours that I did have, like you say, the 5 to 9, you work 9 to 5, but you have the 5 to 9.
Yeah.
Or for me, it was a lot less. But I used whatever time I had to work on my business.
Yeah.
Bro, there was times where I would stay up 3-4 days in a row because I had to get shit done. I had to be at my job at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
I was there till about maybe 3.
Yeah.
Then from 3, I had another job, right? And then maybe from 3 to like, what was it, like 9? And then from 9 to 5 in the morning, I would do my desk work.
Yeah.
Right? That's just an example of one of my days. But man, I used whatever time I had to work on my business.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know,
to get you out, to get you away
get
from
me
jobs.
away from working those jobs. I mean, it just wasn't for me, man. I just knew there was more out there. I was just tired all the time, working, spending all my time at my job.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, just.
You said you knew it was more. I don't know. I think we don't really know it. There's more out there. You know,
well, if you don't know there's more out there,
but we're just
achieve for
we're all just risking shit. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But like I said, for some people, it just ends up working out.
But you gotta see a vision.
Yeah,
though, right. You gotta see something because then what are you working towards?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But some people can't see that shit. You know what I'm saying?
True.
They don't think it's more. They think
I agree with that.
They think like, hey man, this job right here.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what? This is the best I'm gonna get. I'm gonna just fucking chill here, maybe 20 years, collect a paycheck, and live a happy life. Get a wife, get some kids, and it doesn't fucking pan out like that. You know what I mean? They're not gonna be there fucking 5 years. That job don't give a fuck about you. These jobs are a scam. You know what I'm saying? People are fucking. They don't want to risk, getting a mentor to start their business. They don't want to take a risk on the course. They think, oh, that's a scam. This guy's a scammer. I'm not doing it. No, your job's a scam. You're giving up 20 years of your life to hopefully get a fucking paycheck. Hopefully get a pension. Or 401 or some money in your 401k, that shit's a fucking scam, bro.
I know a lot of people who were working for a job like 20 plus years.
Yeah.
And then one day got let go.
Yeah. They let you go before that 20 years come up. year 19 and in 364 days. Bam.
A lot of older people
too.
Yeah. A lot of older people. Yeah.
Fuck, man. That's a fucking scam, bro. Giving up your time.
A lot.
And I'm saying that, bro, because everyone feels they're worth more. Right? They feel like they're worth more. You know, because look, if you want to get more money, you got to increase your work first.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just say, hey, I'm gonna make $1 million. Well, how the fuck you gonna do it? You need to increase your value. You know what I mean? You're only making 19 an hour here. You need to increase your value some way, somehow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get paid like, you know what I mean? You got to learn a skill, do something. You know, you can't just be over here just wishing like, oh no, like it's gonna fall into your lap or something. That's not how this shit go. So like a lot of people ain't willing to put in that work, man, and those are people we stay away from. Because look, real talk, bro. You can tell who's putting in the work and who ain't. You know, it's easy to tell, bro. You can just talk to them, have a conversation with them. You already know what their mindset is, and that's just a dead giveaway right there. You know, not just based off what they have, but the way they talk. You know, the way they talk, the way they walk, the way they present themselves. You can usually tell, like, this guy's not, you know.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How do you? Because when you're getting yourself out of that environment, right?
Yeah.
Your old environment, you want to step into a new environment, right? You want to get into this new mindset. You want to get into like this new area where you're surrounding yourself with a bunch of people. How does somebody get themselves into this new environment? Because you do have to have some sort of value.
Yeah.
How does somebody get themselves into that? You know?
I'll tell you this, bro. Look for mentorship. That's the easiest shit, bro. I can tell anybody. Because so many people out here, like, there's a lot of successful people out here. You know, that do a lot of things, bro. Fucking real estate, coaching, you know, all different type of shit, bro. You need to find a mentorship. You know, you need to build your value up some way, somehow. If you can't build your value up, or you feel like you don't have enough value, get a mentor. Because a mentor is the easiest way to change your environment. Because you talking to them, you hire this person, and now they're giving you all the info. You know what I mean? The shortcuts to success. You know, they're basically transporting, or basically giving you the knowledge out of their head. Transplanting their knowledge to your brain, so you can eliminate all the mistakes, all the time you're going to be wasting.
I agree.
On your journey.
Yeah.
You know, and also it's shifting your mindset. Because look, once you got to realize, man, like a lot of people that are successful, they got a different mindset, bro. They got different discipline, different mindset habits, bro. So if you can get a mentor, bro, eventually they're gonna tell you what they do, right? How to get disciplined, how to change your mindset so you can be successful as them. You know, I feel like that's the easiest way, because like it's gonna be hard for you to just stumble across some guys that want better for themselves. It's hard to do that shit. And especially if you don't have a lot of value yourself, they're gonna be like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, and then you're gonna be like, can I pick your brain? Like, fuck no. You gotta pay me over here. You know what I mean? You gotta give me some type of value, something, you know, before you can do that. But I would say mentorship is the easiest way, making that investment, you know, that monetary investment. Yeah. Like I said, it's nothing, bro, because you really think about it, you can get money back, but you can't get time back.
I agree, because in my experience, joining mentorship and seeking that guidance and getting that guidance was a huge thing for me. Spending a lot of time with them, learning, absorbing the knowledge that he was willing to give, that did help me change and level up. And I agree. Exactly. Mentorship's huge.
Exactly. And a lot of the times these mentors, bro, they have like groups, you know, where you can be around like-minded people that are trying to level up, or people that are at the level that you want to be at. You know, so like I said, that's why I say mentorship is basically like, it's like a cheat code right there, bro. No one wants to do it because no one wants to fucking spend money, which you can get back, but time you can't. And they waste years of their life trying to fucking do it by themselves. Yeah. You know, I've seen it plenty of times, bro. I've seen people hit me up for, like, let's say for coaching. Yeah. Right? It's mentorship. They won't be ready like a year ago or 2 years ago. Then eventually they fucking like, damn, I'm fucking wasting so much time trying to do A, B, and C, and I'm still not there. And then they finally get to you. You know what I mean? Some people just got to learn the hard way, you know. And I hate to see people learn the hard way with wasting time. Yeah. Because that's the biggest thing you cannot get back, bro. And I don't want to fucking live my life for great and shit. So fuck that shit. I'm making that investment, bro. You know. But another way you can change your environment, bro, is by, you know, one thing that helped me out, bro, is I watch YouTube and I watch more educational stuff. Like, I used to be a truck driver, and I wanted to start my own trucking business. So I was like, bro, I know there's more out there. You know what I mean? I know there's more out there. So what the fuck? Like, I wasn't just hopeless, just like trying to, you know, just, you know, wishing one day it would come. Like, I had to take action, bro. And for me, taking action was just, I got on YouTube. I looked up, I forgot what his name was, but he was basically showing you how to start a company, bro. So I took action like that. I fucking watched the videos, And then I implemented this shit. Got my LLC, got my business up and running, got my paperwork straight, got my truck, got my trailer. And then I started doing my own thing, bro. And it was really that easy, bro. Like it's not no fucking like, bro. It just took fucking like about 2 weeks, a month for me to get everything set up in my business, bro. And I was already doing my own thing.
Nice.
Put my 2 week notice in, and I was like, hey, I got my own little business. You know what I mean? And you know, I'm gonna put my 2 weeks in right now. And you know what I'm saying? And like, oh yeah, well, yeah, Charles, it's all cool. And if you ever need anything, let us know. I'm like, I'm not gonna need y'all. You know, I'm not gonna need y'all. But I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everything they did, cause you know what I mean. Cause like I said, this job was just a stepping stone, you know, for me to level up, you know. But one thing, like I said, if I could go all back to the drawing, like the YouTube videos, bro, YouTube videos, audiobooks, those two things changed, you know, changed everything in my life, bro. Because that's my environment. I stopped listening to music and shit. Stop listening to fucking this ignorant rap music that I like. You know what I'm saying? But they say the N word every other second. And I started educating myself more. So you can do that, audiobooks, or get on YouTube and look up some educational content on how to start your business. That'll be the easiest way for you to level up, right there. Just doing that instead of listening to fucking ignorant ass music, low vibrational music, man. And it's not just rap; it's just all different type of music. It's just all distracting. You know, we gotta stop distracting ourselves and just educating ourselves.
And that right there is your environment too.
Yeah.
That's your environment. What you're surrounding yourself with.
Exactly.
You're surrounding yourself with education.
Exactly.
Versus, like you said, just music that doesn't teach you.
Exactly. Nothing. And that's what I've been doing these last 2-3 years. I've been trying to cut back on music like more and more. Only time I listen to music, I listen to music the most when I'm at the gym. And I may be on a car ride, but even then I'll try to catch myself. And I'll be like, I'll put on an audiobook. I'm like, man, I don't need to be listening to this shit. Cut it off and get on YouTube, or I listen to an audiobook. Right now I'm currently reading The Millionaire Next Door. Yeah, it's a good book.
How's that?
I like that book. I love that book, bro. And then the next book I'm going to start listening to is The Common Sense Book of Investing. I believe that's the book. But I'm trying to get into all that shit, bro. Like I'm really trying to step this shit up, bro, because I don't want to be in the same position year after year. Yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah, how about you? What are some things you did to change up your environment?
Mentorship, definitely that, because I sought mentorship pretty young, and so I jumped in mentorship pretty young, and that was a big game changer because it allowed me to level up, and it did surround me with like-minded people, and I literally just spent all my time with as much time as I could with my mentors. Yeah, just learning. I mean, you got to think. For when I first entered mentorship, I was a baby, bro. I didn't know nothing. Not only about real estate, but just in general. I didn't know how to carry myself. I didn't know how to speak. I didn't know how to talk. I didn't know anything. Yeah. But just being around them, it leveled me up. I learned a lot. I learned how to think clear. I learned how to speak direct. I learned how to carry myself a lot better. And that was a big game changer for me. I think another way is just taking action on what you want. When you take action on what you want, because we have an idea on what we're trying to strive for, right? Yeah. But if you take action, you're gonna attract people that are on that same path or going or trying to achieve more too. Exactly. Because I think about it after there was a point in my journey where, again, it was just me, and I didn't know which route to go. I didn't know who I could surround myself with. It wasn't until I started taking action on things that I started attracting the people who started thinking like me. And I said, wow, okay, so I'm not the only one who thinks this way. Yeah. I wasn't the only one who thought about investing. I wasn't the only one who thought about not working a 9-to-5 job. Yeah. I mean, when I worked at the country club, a part of that time I was working besides working on banquet, I worked at a golf club. Yeah. I had friends there who also talked about investing. I had friends who talked about investing, getting out of the 9-to-5 life. And that was a big game changer for me because I didn't know that other people thought that way. That was new. We had our own little group. We would get together on Saturdays and just study stocks, study real estate, gain as much knowledge as we could. Same thing, we read audiobooks. We would talk about these books that we read about, like How to Win and Influence Other People, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, all these other books that we'd read, we talk about them. Yeah. I said, man, this is different from then how I first started with this first group.
Yeah.
But I didn't know, when I was with this first group, I didn't know that people thought this way until I met my friends at the country club.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then at some point, I just started taking action on real estate. That was my thing. That was my driving force. I knew that was what I wanted to do.
Exactly.
And eventually, I just got into it, and I kept going further, kept taking action. And then my environment kept changing as I grew. It just kept changing and changing. Different people. I met new individuals, and then just started growing from there.
Yeah.
But all I did was take action. That's all I did.
Yeah.
I'm not nothing special.
Exactly.
I just took action, bro.
Exactly.
And it led me the right way.
Yeah, that's good. And that too, bro. Like you start taking action, you start accomplishing your goals. You become quality. You attract more quality people. Definitely. You know, like that's one thing I experienced in my life too. I'm just like, damn, I'm just getting all these people trying to hit me up for podcasts, and you know, other coaches hit me up. You know what I mean? They're on the level I want to be at. Like, I see you out there doing your thing, and that shit is good, bro. Like they listen me know I'm on the right path. You know, when you got other people, see it. Yeah, when you got other people in your field, you know, that are at the level you want to be at, you know, hitting you up, reaching out to you, wanting to collab with you. But yeah, bro, like that's the funny thing, bro, because I really look at your circle now, you know, compared to when you started out. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot different, bro.
Different.
You know,
different habits, different thinking.
Exactly, different. Like I said, different levels, like physically, mentally, everything, bro. like I said, I've been trying to level up in all different type of ways, physically, financially, mentally, and all these aspects, bro. And I can tell you, like my friends are different. Like I said, I still, you know, every now and then I'll say what's up to them and shit. But I'm just like, man, if I would have still continued to hang out with them, bro, I probably would have been doing what they doing, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And that's not where I wanted to be at, bro.
Yeah.
But it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. Like just networking, just improving yourself, and eventually, bro, when you get rid of the wrong friends, you'll run into the right friends.
Yeah.
Naturally, that's just how it works, bro. You'll just attract the right people.
That's what happened to me. I attracted the right people, you know, and then just keep those people next to you.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Yeah, you gotta do your best to keep them people near you, bro.
Yeah.
And like I said, bro, like I ain't stopping for nothing, bro. Like I said, I gotta keep this shit up, bro. And that too, man. Like I even encourage my circle now. I'm like, hey, we always gotta keep looking for better. There's always another level, man. You know what I mean? We can't just, you know, be satisfied here. You know, I'm always learning. I'm going evolving. So the people around me, I want them to be doing the same shit too. If they ain't, peace out. You know what I'm saying? Because look, if you ain't growing, you dying. You know?
Yeah.
That's basically how I go.
Yeah. No, that's good, man.
Hey, but other than that, hey, we appreciate y'all tuning in. This is Wealth and Wellness episode numero 7. We're gonna see y'all later. Remember, environment is everything. Change the people you hang around with. Birds of a feather flock together. So, like I said, just change up your circle. It's gonna change your life. Well, other than that, we're gonna see y'all later. Episode number 8 coming next week, and we appreciate y'all tuning in.